Hi everybody. We're going to bike around Stanley Park today. We're here near the entrance right at the marina behind us, and you can get a good view of the Seawall bike path, which goes all around the park, and we'll show you a few different spots on that today. And another way, if you don't want to bike, another way to get around the park is to have a horse-drawn carriage ride. And there's someone sitting there waiting for their turn. See the horses resting up? We haven't done that yet, but we're going to stick to our biking. But it sure is cool to see the horse-drawn carriage. On we go. Look at this beautiful display of totem poles. There's so many different shapes, sizes, and carvings. There's a lot of different native tribes here in BC. This is in the middle of Stanley Park, a little off the bike trail. So we're going to head back out to the Seawall path and get going. This is the 9 o'clock gun. It's an actual naval cannon that was brought from England in 1894. There's a man in the park who takes care of it, and he loads it every day with gunpowder and sets the detonator, and it fires automatically at 9 o'clock every night. And apparently it was originally to help the ships in the harbors and the ports synchronize their clocks and to know when it was 9 o'clock. But now it's just set and goes off automatically every night at 9 o'clock. Maybe you'll get to hear it a bit later.
Here.
We're taking a break and we're going to sit on a bench in the sunshine. There's this beautiful statue I love of this scuba lady sitting on a rock. And there's a seagull on her head sometimes, and it's just really nice to look at. Sometimes she's almost immersed in the water when the tide's really high. And this is where the ships go by to and from port, picking up their cargo. There's a container ship there, probably taking that stuff all over the world. And you guys may have remember hearing about the Ever Given on the news. This is the Ever Smart, and let's hope let's hope it doesn't get stuck sideways going under the Lions Gate Bridge, which is that beautiful bridge connecting Vancouver to North Vancouver. Comes out of Stanley Park and goes over to North Vancouver. We've biked over that bridge quite a few times. Another cool statue in this spot is this replica of a ship's figurehead from an old Japanese ship, they say, that used to come here frequently to the port. And I like that they've, the shrubbery underneath, you see how it's been pruned to look like waves. That the ship is cutting over the waves. Here's a view looking back along the Seawall bike path where we came from. We came from that direction and around that point. The 9 o'clock gun was over around the other side. We've biked all this way, and this is probably just about a quarter of the way around the entire Stanley Park Seawall. We're going to continue further on. We'll go under the Lions Gate Bridge, and it's usually fun to stop under the bridge and see if you can see any seals. It's another big ship coming up into port. See the tugboat behind it? Sometimes they're pushing along and sometimes they're pulling or pushing from the sides. I like to see the tugboats. They're so fun. We've stopped here under the Lions Gate Bridge, and a giant ship just went by. I think Grandpa got some good footage of it. It had two tugboats on there guiding it along, pulling it to slow it down a little bit and push it from the back. We like to stop here and see the seals. Lots of times there's seals under the bridge, and there's two here right now, spotty ones. So we've made our way over to the west side of Stanley Park, along the seawall still, and the park climbs to a big hill, and you can see the beautiful rocky cliffs of the park on this side. They're so pretty. And If you go around a few bends there, there's a big standing rock they call Siwash Rock. It's like one of the flower pots up at Flower Pot Island. It's a famous landmark here along the seawall. And the tide's out, still continues to be out. The natives used to use this as a fishing ground. When the tide goes out and the pools would collect behind the rocks, they would trap fish there and harvest the fish. And out on English Bay, you can always see the cargo ships laying at anchor, and they're either waiting for their signal to go up the inlet to load up, gather their cargo, or maybe they're waiting for a sign to go out to sea and head across to the other side of the world. We're here at this habitat area, a natural habitat for Pacific great blue herons. And they nest in the trees here. You can see their nests. There's giant clumps of twigs and sticks. A few weeks ago, there was a lot of activity. The nests are way up high in these giant tall trees. You can see the males flying in to add sticks to the nest and to bring food for the babies and the mums. I think it's pretty amazing. I didn't realize herons, they're such a large bird. I didn't know they build their nests in trees like that. But there's so many here, and it's amazing because in Ontario, they're kind of a rare sighting. And there's even a webcam. Apparently, they've set up a webcam that you can go to if you want to watch, I guess, the babies, the activity. I think it's called Heron Cam. So those are some of the highlights of biking around the Stanley Park on the seawall. And we're at the other end of the park entrance. There's tennis courts here, and there's a great pub over there, the Stanley Park Brewery, that we've sat in a few times and had a nice drink. And it's all right across from the ocean still. That's English Bay Beach over there.